terms that I know I have put in the hard work, I've put in that extra work behind. And when I go out on field, now it's just about reacting. So yeah, I mean, that calmness only comes with the way you work. So I would say that in last 1.5 odd years, that's been a massive change for me personally and also within the team.
Smriti, 2017, we go back to that because it was such a pivotal moment for Indian women's cricket. Even in terms of broadcast, it broke absolute numbers. It changed a lot of perceptions in the way that we consume women's cricket. 2025, a home World Cup, has a potential to go even further than that. So for the moment, we won't talk about the result. Obviously, that's what you want. That's the obvious one. But in terms of the impact that you hope this 2025 World Cup would leave for you as a team, have you thought of that?
I feel that for us to think as a team is something which we are not really thinking, because whenever we've done well in terms of performances, everything else has taken care by itself.
Yeah.
So for us as a team is what we are just preparing really, really well. We've had few preparations camp. We had an amazing England tour. We have one tour before the World Cups, and to be fair, that's the only thing which we are thinking, because as Indian team, we all know our fans and we know that how well they come to support us, and which I'm very confident that they're going to do that in this World Cup as well. So for us as a team, it's only doing the best what we can do for the fans and not thinking anything instead of in terms of numbers, because I just feel that whenever we do that well, the numbers and everything takes care of by itself.
Absolutely, the numbers translate into results. Let's complete this triumvirate. Jemmy Rodriguez, could you join us? You not only make us dance to your tunes, you make bowlers dance as you dance down the tracks with them. A huge welcome to Jemmy Rodriguez as we complete this triumvirate of these three iconic cricketers who will harbor all our dreams, hopes, ambitions, carry our responsibilities, carry our dreams in this Women's World Cup. A huge welcome to Jenny as well on stage. You've always got a smile that we think life is so easy for you, but it's not. You work so hard consistently in the last couple of years to change things about yourself, to earn back favor. And in the recent series, you saw a lot of flexibility within you. Jemmy, where does that come from? Is that something that you've discussed as a team, or is that particularly something that you worked really hard on, knowing that there's a Women's World Cup and I need to be able to contribute from any position?
I think for me, how I look at it is firstly the World Cup. I think whatever we've planned as a team, the first conversation is, this is our goal, even if we play a bilateral series. So how we want to improve, thinking of the World Cup, we'll try and implement it here. And talking about flexibility, I think I am such a player that wherever I am, I want to contribute to the team. And if the team believes that I can do well in a particular place or in any situation, I want to be ready for it. So I think that, like Smriti said, I can completely relate to it. Even for me, a lot has changed with my preparation. A lot has changed with my mindset. And I am someone who I want to have a lot of confidence coming from my preparation and practice, which helps me out there. And I want to be ready for anything on the field. So I think that gives me a lot of clarity.
What are your emotions ahead of a home World Cup, a first one for you at that, and looking back at what the 2017 World Cup meant for you?
Talking about the 2017 World Cup, I was just telling Smriti, so when they played the finals at Lord's, I was 16 and a half at that time, and I remember Mumbai Cricket Association had told all the members over there, the under-19 girls, to go and felicitate our girls at the airport and receive them, because they were expecting no one to come. Yeah. And they were like, okay, the women's team has done so well, it's our responsibility. And I remember at 5:30 a.m., we were at the Mumbai airport. I was having an India flag ready to welcome our team coming from England. And I so remember that all these people, they were very tired and at the same time disappointed, because they were so close, yet it felt like so far. And they walked out of the airport thinking that nobody's going to be there. And I can tell you, at 5:30 a.m. in the morning at the Mumbai airport, the whole airport was packed. Whole airport was packed with media and crowds. And people right now would think that, okay, that's normal. But at that time, for women's sport, it wasn't. So I remember this whole bunch of players coming in. We could see through the glass window. The whole bunch coming in, seeing so much crowd, going back inside again because they were not prepared for it. And
Is that right?
And I think that was, for me, the turning point in women's cricket in India.
That's
so
beautifully said, yeah.
Who ran back first, by the way, I want to know?
We all ran back first thinking that they are here to hit us because we lost the World Cup.
There were no lahatis, nothing in the crowd. We went back.
No, yeah. So that was my memory, and I'm so excited that I'm going to play my first ever 50 over World Cup, and that too, it's a home World Cup. So really looking forward to it.
It's really special. Again, I go back, Harman, to preparation, because this result now in England, we looked at all of you in your performances, the confidence, the post-match presentations. You treated it very much like, this is business. It didn't treat it like, wow, this is a great victory for us away, even though we all as fans, as consumers certainly said that. So in terms of your own personal ambitions as a team, in terms of results away, in terms of opponents that are viewed as big match players, what did this victory actually mean? How does it translate now ahead of a World Cup?
Well, we were not surprised with the results because we knew, the kind of preparation we have done. We knew that, we can do this easily. I think that was something, we have been working really hard for it. But I think at the same time, we kept things very simple, and we knew that, if we play good cricket, we can easily win any series or any tournament. And we were only talking about how we can win, how we can, improve ourselves. So I think for us, that was not something, we have done something really great, because it was now our routines, and we just want to, keep doing those things again and again.
Smriti, it was one of those series where all the experienced players, the big match players, all stood up in individual moments. So collectively, all your experienced players have had performances. But even you had a couple of debutants, a couple of youngsters that came in as well. For them to be able to thrive, can you describe what this team environment is like right now?
Yeah, I mean, just to add to what Harman said, I mean, sometimes when you come off a tour, what remains with you is the memories. And like in the last 1.5 month in UK, I just felt that a lot of things, even off the field, was very right about the team in terms of how everyone came together. And we as team are really big on it in terms that when that happens, of course, we are working hard each day in, day out, but sometimes there's some things which are right even outside the field. I think that magic reflects, and yeah, I mean, for all the youngsters to come in, and I remember Kranti taking her six wickets. I mean, to watch her bowl was just amazing. So sometimes the environment kind of really helps all of them. Everyone throughout the 300 odd balls when we are fielding, everyone was putting their life, and those one run saved is sometimes which we don't speak. We speak a lot about the 50s or the 100s or the 5 wickets, but I just feel the way everyone came together, fielded, and was there for each other. One person had a bad performance, they had 4 people to talk to, and that's, I feel, reflects a very good team, and that's one thing which we would like to continue for the next 2 or 3 odd months.
One of the things that has changed, Jemmy, specifically, is the spotlight. Now a lot of the youngsters know that the spotlight is on you, the expectations on you. How much of that has to do with leagues like the WPL, where you're suddenly inserted into the spotlight, into the broadcast, you're sharing dressing rooms with tremendously experienced players? Does that make a difference in terms of the growth?
100%. I think what the WPL has done is given all youngsters a platform where they've performed and come to the Indian team, which has given them a lot more confidence to go out there, and maybe their debut doesn't feel as much pressure because they've already gone through so much pressure in the WPL, done well and come there. So I think that confidence helps them a lot more to come out there, play for India and express themselves. And we see that in this team especially, like Smriti said, with Kranti coming, her attitude, she's fearless. She's like, give me the ball, I want to bowl, I want to go out there and take wickets. So that attitude is so nice to see amongst the group that it pushes each one of us. I think it's like everyone learns from each other here. Like even though it's Harry, she'll come and tell us, I love that attitude and this is what we need to get in the team. So I think having the WPL has really impacted the confidence of the players coming into the Indian team.
Now see, Haridi was born with that attitude. She's been like that from the beginning only. How much has it changed to see these juniors who are equally as passionate, who are equally as driven, confidence? It's just there. It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
I mean, I love that, whenever, I just feel like, okay, finally, koi mere jaisa aaya, because, because when I was young, I was showing that aggression. Many people they stopped me to do that because maybe they didn't like it or they didn't want that attitude. But when somebody come up with the same attitude, I really enjoy that, and I never want to stop them. I want them to enjoy. I want them to keep continue. Not the way they have prepared themselves to reach there at this stage. So I think that is something which is very important, and they have all the freedom to celebrate whenever we get those little moments.
It's okay, Smriti. Say something. When I said that you laughed, you can say something about that attitude. Because you've seen it in your team as well, these young players.
I think, I feel the odd one out now. No, I mean, to be fair, everyone has, as she said, I mean, everyone comes with that attitude, and the best thing is that, everyone is the way they are, and they just feel that they can be the way they want to, which is the best thing about the team, is that we let them be the way they want to. That's one thing which also helps them to do what they can do.
So all three of you, actually, I'll ask this question to Harman, but I'll start with you. Do you look at the venues, Bengaluru, Indore, Visakhapatnam, Guwahati, Colombo? I mean, these are venues where we've seen some serious fandom for you. I mean, they're your names, Smriti's names, Jemi's name. The crowd just reverberates with that. How much do you believe that will impact your own performance in a home World Cup?
I think, as I mentioned earlier, that, one thing which really worked for me or worked for our team, that is, enjoying our cricket. I know fans are there to support us. I think that really helps when, things are not going in your way. When you enter the ground and you see the ground, you automatically feel motivated to do well for them and for your country. I think apart from that, there is no pressure. We just want to go there and enjoy.
Yeah, there's no hiding, Jemi? Once you walk out to any of these stadiums, everyone knows you, knows your business, and wants to see the best out of you.
Yeah, 100%. For us, it's like wherever we go to play in the world, it always feels like a home game. Yeah. Because somehow, somewhere, our fans always come and support us. And if I could just give you a small example of how our fans have supported us. So we were playing the test match in Mumbai against Australia. And there was a small bunch of people, I think 10 of them, called the Bucket Hatters, and they came, and usually we know as Aussies always sledging us, but they came before the test match could start, and just 10 of them was so loud, they kept sledging the Aussies that we didn't have to open our mouths there, and from before the game could start till the end, they didn't even stop. So just imagine, that was just 10 of them, but imagine an entire stadium packed, cheering for India, supporting us. I mean, right now I'm feeling motivated. I feel like going and playing right now.
Hang on, you said something very key. We didn't have to open our mouth there. So who is the biggest sledger in the team then? I know it's not you. Who's the biggest sledger in the team?
I think we'd like to keep it as a secret. We don't want to give our opponents too much information right now,
A good one. Speaking of opponents, who are you most excited? Yeah, I know you can score against anyone, Smriti, but who are you excited to play against? Who is there like extra doom against when you play a certain opponent? Australia, England? Who is the one that you're most looking forward to?
I think in World Cup it will be everyone, because we'll have to beat everyone to lift this trophy. So
no, I know
okay,
that.
I'm coming there. I think one team for sure, because Australia has been dominating in terms of the world events for the past 10 years. So for us, it's always an extra motivation whenever we play against them that